Miami quarterback Cam Ward continues his path to crown himself as QB1 of the 2025 NFL Draft with an outstanding performance against Louisville in a classic shootout. We're going to get into the film coming up next. You are now locked into the Scouting Room, the home of authentic, fun, and unfiltered NFL and college football content. We will bring you film breakdown and analysis, hot topic discussions, and in-depth NFL draft prospects, the best place for it all. So sit down, have a drink, and let's talk football in the Scouting Room. Cam Ward film session against the Louisville Cardinals from this past weekend. This is a concept you're going to see a couple times in this game on this film session, guys, where you have the fake wide receiver screen from the slot. You're going to have kind of a slant in breaker to the outside receiver. And one thing with Cam Ward, arm talent, arm strength, pluses, right? Positive marks in his draft profile and what you look for in the potential franchise quarterback. Can you make all the throws? Cam Ward can do that. Those in breakers, those slants, things of that nature, those drive throws, he makes those with relatively easy motion and movement. He's got easy gas, easy velocity on throws. And you're going to see it again here just on this particular play. It wasn't a completion, right? The first one, really good throw. The next one, this is a situation where you want him to pull the string and understand of just layering this ball, right? You're going to have another kind of slant, skinny post in a sense with the wheel route to the slot receiver. And Cam just puts too much on this, too much on this. You already have, and you see the defense here, guys. Number 2 is open. The receiver's open. He's breaking. He's wide open. Safety's on the opposite hash. It looks like man-to-man coverage. If you just layer this, right, throw to that spot, and it's not that he didn't anticipate it. He just put too much on it, too much behind it. And if you take a little bit off, right, get a little bit more of a feathery touch behind this throw, like he rips this, and it's like, okay, strong throw. I love the arm talent, but if you could just give me a little more touch on this, because if he throws more touch on this throw, I promise you guys, this might be a touchdown. He catches it and turns right up on the hash mark, and now it's a foot race, and they have some fast receivers. Here, a situation where Cam is just a playmaker, improvisational ability, and this is the stuff you see Pat Mahomes, we've seen Brett Favre do it. It's that uncanny ability that whenever I'm in trouble, I know how to get out of it for the most part. And you see this so much with Cam, the strength. Let's go back here a little bit. The strength with you understanding your right tackle gets beat pretty quickly. He's got the pocket presence to feel that. Okay, cool. Break free of that defensive end, that edge rusher, his sack, make a guy miss, stop, try and make one more guy miss. Okay, I can't get free, but underhand pitch it to my running back and just let him get whatever he can. You love the improvisational ability of Cam Ward. Here, what you're going to have is just his ability as a runner. He's a plus-level athlete. What I love about him is not only is he a plus-level athlete, guys, Cam Ward will break contain. He'll get out on the move, but it's not to be a runner. It's very Pat Mahomes-esque, Aaron Rodgers-esque, where I'm athletic enough to I can gas you and hurt you in that way, but I don't need to. You understand what I'm saying? So he's going to get out of the pocket here. Watch his helmet. His eyes are down the field. Even though he's out of structure, even though this is a second reaction opportunity, that's what it is. His eyes are downfield. He's looking to throw. He's not looking to hurt the defense with his legs and run for 20, 30 yards. Same thing we've seen Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers do throughout their career. It's more so, hey, I can get out the pocket. I can create a scramble drill. I can create second reaction windows for my receivers. If you're plastered early, I can break contain and allow you to break free, work away from the coverage, and we can make a play. But instead, this was 3rd and 10. He got 10 and kept the chains moving. Now, what we're going to have here, this went for a touchdown. It didn't stand, and they didn't keep the points because of a flag. I don't even remember what the penalty was, but I didn't like it. I felt like it was a fluky penalty, but whatever. In this situation, you're going to have mesh rail, where you're going to have the mesh concept, the two shallow crossers, one from the slot receiver, one from the offline tight end, lined up as an H-back. You're going to have the rail or the wheel route from the running back, and then you have a post pattern from the outside receiver here. And just playing within structure, right? Go through his reads, climb the pocket, dump it down and let Xavier Restrepo. Let me say this: Xavier Restrepo is a stud. He is a dude. He's a Dame's dudes. I'm telling you now, this is one of the better receivers in college football, especially slot receivers. Gives me that Julian Edelman, that Danny Amendola vibe. I love this young man's game. He's talented. You saw the flag. You saw the flag come through. But again, I just for back to Cam Ward, I appreciate what he's done. Right, drop back in the pocket, get through your reads, quickly climb, nice little bounce, boom, just dump it down. This is what we call playing point guard, distributing, easy money, right? And then you drop 8. You drop 8. You want to drop 8 against somebody that's not mobile, and you want to drop 8 against a guy who's not patient. Cam Ward is both of those things, and we're going to see that here. This play reminded me of watching Steph Curry when the defense thought they were doing something. The opposing team thought they had him, right? And then he makes that three-pointer that just frustrates you, pisses you off. That's what Cam Ward does here. Watch how he senses the pressure. He gets out of the back door and throws a frozen rope. Oh, my God. I was watching this live, guys, on Saturday, and when this play happened, I was like, yeah, he's just different, man. Again, when you drop 8, 3 rush, and that's what you. This is the risk of rushing only 3. When you rush only 3, you gotta hope that your guys can contain and close the wall while he's in the pocket. But when you don't do that, this is what you get, right? That edge rusher, he's closing, he's strong, he's he's straight jacking up his right tackle. He's put the shot to the leg strength, the leg drive on the tackle back. But then the offensive lineman back. But then what does Cam Ward do? Okay, I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to move out. I'm going to get my shoulder square and just throw a dime. Guys, this is not a common throw. All right? This is not a common throw. His arm talent is outstanding. Arm talent is outstanding. 2 feet in. Come on, baby. Now we're going to have an outbreaker, quick outbreaker to the slot receiver. Inside receivers running a slant, so you got a 3-by-1 set. The 3, so you come from the sideline, 1, 2, 3. The 3, I think, is Xavier Restrepo. He's going to run the seam. The slot, the number 2, is going to run the quick out. And then the number 1 is going to run an end breaker here. And again, the arm talent, the velocity, the ability to drive the ball. But also what I love is he can stop the receiver's momentum with his ball placement, right? He doesn't only throw with strength and velocity and power, but he throws with enough control to he can stop him here, so he doesn't take the big hit from the safety that was closing in or the DB that's closing in. Actually, his guy has enough momentum to deliver a shot rather than take the shot. I watched Peyton Manning, I've watched Tom Brady make those type of plays with their arm. Like, okay, I'm going to drive this throw, but I'm going to drive it to a spot that it will stop you and stop your momentum. So you got to show love here. This is a touchdown throw. You're going to kind of have like that scissors switch release type of feel here, where the outside receiver is basically going to be running a shake route. So he's going to run a shake where he's going to sell the sit, get those guys to creep up, take false steps forward. Then he's going to break pass. It was a miscommunication. And Cam Ward is just so calm, so cool, collected in the pocket that you just see him. You watch him. He's just drifting. Similar to Aaron Rodgers. He just drifts, footwork's under control, and he just lobs it up there. Just easy lob, pitch and catch, touchdown. Just easy stuff, right? And now here is one of those plays I talked about in the last video. Take what the defense gives you. If they're going to give you a check down, take the check down, right? Play. You don't always have to be that star shooting guard that has to drop 40. Sometimes get the 10 assists. Play the distributing role and trust your playmakers. And he trusts Mark Fletcher here. You see him, look at his read. Again, he's not Peter Parker, but he's Spider-Man. He's Miles Morales, okay? He's got the Spidey sense in the pocket, that pocket presence. Again, that clock ticks and clicks, and he can feel when the alarm is getting ready to go off, and he does a good job being able to get the ball out. And then, again, trust your playmakers, man. They can make plays for a reason. This play here is going to be a 2-play back-to-back sacks. And in this situation, you're going to have the outside receiver at the bottom of the screen running that intermediate over route and crosser. You're going to have a shallow cross from the slot. You're going to have a deep over from the slot on the opposite side. You're going to have a post. And for me with Cam, you got to come back to number 2. You got to come back here, because typically the rule of thumb from a receiver is when if the linebacker steps forward, you replace him and work behind. If he steps back, if he drops and gets depth, then you work your crosser in front of him. Well, number 2 does a good job here. I can't remember that Jacoby George or Sammy Brown. He does a good job, right, getting open in the middle of the field. This is a throw that Cam Ward can absolutely rip, but he does not throw that ball. He ends up taking a negative play. You get a sack. Negative plays you don't want. NFL coaches are going to tell him, throw this ball, come back to the middle of the field and throw this ball here, right? Anytime you want to know where their first read is, a lot of times you can follow their helmet and their eyes on tape. And he wants to go to this crosser. He wants to hit Xavier Restrepo. That's his go-to guy. But come off of that. Look in the middle of the field. And it is as calm and cool and collected in the pocket as he is, as elusive as he is. You just don't tempt the defense to get back there. And that's what he did. We're going to have another situation here where this right here, another very similar concept we saw on the first throw he had, where it's the fake screen. This time they motioned the running back out to the 3x1 set. So you got 3x1 set. It turns to a 4x1 with the running back motioning laterally behind the line of scrimmage to set up the screen. This is what looks like to me like a high-low type of concept. Are we going to throw? Is the slant in breaker that he has thrown earlier in this game, is that going to be available? If it's not, I want him to come down to Damian Martinez in the flats. Just throw it to him because you have a guy out there that's protecting him, that's willing to block for him. And Damian Martinez is 6 foot, like 5'11", 6'1", 230, man. Like, trust your running back. Trust this guy to make the play. And then what happens? Another negative play. And then also, he's strong, so he doesn't go down on first contact in the backfield. Listen, sometimes, what did Pops tell Craig on Friday? You live to throw another day. That's not what he said. He said, live to fight another day. But in this situation, you live to throw another day, Cam. Come on now. So, for me, I love his ability to climb. Again, use the athleticism. He's always looking with his eyes downfield. In this situation, I would have told Cam as a coach, hey, use your legs. Nothing's open. Nothing's available. Get what you can get, right? Yes, I appreciate you overthrowing this, throwing it out of bounds, helmet to higher, all that good stuff. But hey, there was some opportunity there. Get 3, 4. I don't care. Keep us ahead of the chains, things like that. Just use your legs. Get what's there, and I'll take that. Slide, get out of bounds. We're gonna have a slant with a wheel route from the slot. Another 3x1 set. Tight end's going to go upfield. It is a man beater. And again, on time, driving this throw right almost to the face mask of his slot receiver. And these type of throws, you know what I mean, setting the protection. And I love this about Cam's game. I said in the last video, he's got command, he's got control at the line of scrimmage to check plays and get in and out of plays, but also correct the protection. Now we're going to have another little switch release. And this is, okay, so guys, the 2 games prior to this, Vatek and Cal, Pro Football Focus charted him for 3 TWPs each in both of those games, turnover-worthy plays. And he had interceptions in both of those games, maybe multiple, right? In this game, he only had 1 turnover-worthy play, and it was this play right here. And I'm going to credit this to good defense. Peep this defensive back. He pivots, reverses field, and that zone turn, that speed turn. Guys, I'm telling you now, this is just good defense. This isn't even the one thing I would say, and we're going to see, look at where his helmet is from the end zone angle, is, hey, look on that end breaker, look it down, stare it down. Right? Don't, because he has an athletic tight end in Arroyo. Look at that end breaker. Force that DB to commit. The DB doesn't commit because it looks like Cam is already like looking in the direction of his tight end who won the rep. He stacked his guy. We're going to look here. Yeah, he's staring it down. Don't stare that down. Look, use your eyes, manipulate the defenders in the secondary, and open up that opportunity to be able to then throw this ball down the field and let your playmaker go make a play. We're going to have a great route by Xavier Restrepo. He's going to stem this inside. He's in the slot, number 7. Stem inside, run kind of a corner route to the corner pylon at the front of the goal line. You're going to have the outside receiver. I think that's Jacoby George, actually. He's going to kind of run a little bit of a rub off of his hitch route. And then the throw from Cam Ward is just a beautiful throw. Puts a helmet or higher where only his guy can get it. And again, Xavier Restrepo is a DUDE. Dude, I love this young man's game. look at the route, the release, and then boom, go make a play, handsy grab. He's not your average slot receiver that has to catch it with his body, ladies and gentlemen. He's got strong hands. Great throw, accurate ball placement, high and away, right? Just like a pitching term, right? Typically, what, low and away? Look at this ball placement. Boom, high and away from the DB. Can't do anything about it. A perfect throw, no matter if you got good defense or not, a perfect throw beats that every time. We're going to have flood concept here. And this is a situation where an NFL offensive coordinator and coach is going to tell him, you got number 4 in the flats, take it. Because even though this is flood, he wants that corner route. Louisville does a good job patching the dam and not allowing the water to flow through. But then, Cam Ward is Cam Ward. And we get this type of play that is just bonkers. It's insane of the arm talent and the physical ability that he possesses, guys. Like, this young man, you're going to see him, pivot out, right? Spin out. You have, again, could have thrown that to 4, let 4 get something, but instead he wants the big play, and he tends to do this. He'll hunt the big play a little bit, climbs up, and he got a defender right on him, hits him simultaneously, and father, by outstretched hands, R. Kelly said, I believe I can fly. Guy, look at this DB. Give it all that he has, and it did not work out because Xavier Strepo, the ball gets right over his outstretched hands. Just dime, dot, okay, dot. And Xavier Strepo does the rest, almost scores. Listen, this connection is deadly in college football, guys. Deadly connection between these two guys. And right here, another drive throw off the same concept, really. Fake screen, and then the receiver makes a play, shows the physicality, shows the strength and contact balance and body control. And again, just trust your playmakers, man. Sometimes you don't have to do it all. Drive it, and the ball placement allows them to go make a play and get yards after the catch, man. And this is stuff that you want to see from your star quarterback. I'm telling you right now. And this last play here, guys, it's not always about your arm. What can you do with your leg? Evade the pressure. Louisville's pass rush was legitimate, right? They were legitimate, and you just saw like they were able to get back there at a constant and consistent pace and rate in this game. And Cam Ward says, I do not care. I'm sorry, I don't care. He climbs in the pocket, gets up, eyes are downfield. He's looking to see if there's something there. You might be able to hit the receiver that's right there on the hash in front of the 50, but the receiver turns upfield because he knows it's becoming a scramble drill, not even a scramble drill, but a run drill or run play from your quarterback. Cam Ward was outstanding in this game with using his legs, using his arms. This is a superstar caliber quarterback at the next level. Family, that was the breakdown of Miami star quarterback Cam Ward, my QB1 of the 2025 NFL draft class, over Shedeur Sanders, over Jalen Milroe, over Jackson Darton, Carson Beck, and Quinn Ewers. This young man has star quarterback potential, arm talent, mobility, accuracy. All of those things are there, and he's not reached his peak yet, in my honest opinion. But hopefully this video found you well. Hopefully you were entertained, you liked it, really enjoyed it, and you learned something from it. So as always, go like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification, and continue to support this channel. Got Jahmyr Gibbs coming up on tomorrow. He dominated on this past Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings. We're going to break that tape down and what he was able to do. And is he reminiscent of a Jamal Charles, Christian McCaffrey combo? We'll talk about that on tomorrow's breakdown. But guys, listen, you already know, continue to stay tuned here as we bring down more film breakdowns and more tape here at the Scouting Room.